How's it going, guys? I'm back with another video. So it's Saturday night. I was on recording this. Saturday night. Watch some movies. Got me a gyro. And it was good as hell. If you don't know what a gyro is, it's one of them Chicago foods that we have in Chicago. If you tried a gyro before, you know what I'm talking about. It's goat. It's goat meat. It tastes good as hell, man. Tomatoes, onions. Some put lettuce on there. Some put cheese also. But it was good as hell. I'm gonna work that right on off too when I hit the gym. But I'm making this video because it's for you artists out there like me that's in their 40s. You probably 47, you probably 50 years old. And you probably be sitting down, you drawing your comic books, or you trying to do something with your creation. And you might feel like you're getting old, or you just want to just give up. And you got people asking you, you 47. Why are you making these comic books? Ain't that for young kids to do? And you might be feeling like that probably struck a nerve. And now it's got you thinking you need to quit. Because now you think you're doing child's play work. Sitting at home, at the comfort of your own home, making up your own superhero. And now this person that asked you that you 47 years old, you're making these superheroes that shouldn't like something a kid would do. What you fail to realize is that there's going to be a lot of people. I don't care if they're your family member, your girlfriend, whoever, they're not going to understand your passion. Some people would get it, but a lot of people are not. A lot of people are not going to really take what you're doing seriously. Or they really just don't care what you're doing. They're going to look at you funny. They're going to think, you're just doing something that a kid loves to do. If you're a grown adult, you should be doing grown adult things. And what I mean by grown adult things is worrying about relationships and paying bills and being stressed out and going to parties that you hate, being around people that you really don't care for. That's what they consider grown adult things. Going to cruises around people, strangers that you have no clue who these people are. But you're just trying to fit in with the Joneses instead of just being yourself. That's what they consider being grown adult things, which is so boring. Let me tell you something. When I knew what I wanted to be in high school, it was the most oddest thing ever. Everyone else was saying they were going for being a pro football player, professional basketball player, radio jock, teachers, red collar jobs and stuff, and athletic professionalism, sports. Me, out of the whole class, I wanted to be a comic book artist. And I got the most awkward I still remember it up to this day, man. It was a freshie year. And our division teacher asked us, what are your plans for when you graduate? What are you trying to do? And like I said, my professionalism was drawing comic books. I'm laughing because when I said that, everybody looked at me like I was just stone crazy. Like I said something bad, like I said a bad word or something. Because they never heard of that. They never heard of, I want to be a professional comic book artist. Never heard of that. See, people would tell you, oh man, you can draw. Man, you cold. But when you pushing for professionalism in that, then all of a sudden they're trying to persuade you out of that, like, that's a starving artist job, there's really no money in that, and oh man, they would try to talk you out of it and say you should get a real job. I'm laughing because this is true. This was sad to me. This was sad to me. So this is what I named it. I'm 47. And I create comic books and I'm not ashamed. That's why I named it the title of this. Because people like to look down on others if their career is not like theirs. If you're not working a 9 to 5 job that they doing, or you're not working something they're familiar with, like being a construction worker, delivering food, working for Uber Eats and DoorDash, you look like they outcast you like you some type of alien. People are never gonna understand what you're doing until you probably make it and have millions. Then they're acting like, oh man, he was the greatest. You see a lot of that. But when you're saying you're making comic books and you're at home just drawing superheroes for a living, they don't get that. I remember Stan Lee used to say that when he would be out at parties, and they would ask him, so what do you do? And he said he would tell them, hey, I write comic books. And they would look at him like, oh, okay, what else do you do? I think that was just hilarious. And he even said that. He said that people look at him like like he was just like he was they was like it was an embarrassment for what he was saying. You're gonna get this, guys. You're gonna get this. Everyone is not gonna be understanding what you do. They're not gonna understand your passion. Now, you might have a supporting wife, or you might have a supporting girlfriend, and that's good. Yeah, that's an A+ if you have that. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of artist guys don't get that same rewarding partner. That understand this is your passion. They're helping you. They're pushing you to go forward with that. You're gonna get some people like that, and that's a blessing to have. But you're gonna get a lot of people. They're not gonna understand it unless they see some type of income coming in. Other than that, they just think you're wasting your time, or you're just going through some childhood phase of yours. Comic books is hard. Comic books don't pay a lot, but if they don't pay you a lot, but it can be rewarding if you're doing your own thing and if you have your financial situation. Put together right. Now, see, the saying is comic books don't pay, which is true. But I'm saying if you have your own thing and you know how to control your money, the money is there. But, like I repeat, you gotta know what you're doing with your finances. That's all I'm gonna say. The money is there. You can make money off comic books. You can. You really can. But you working for these corporate these companies like Marvel, DC, and all that, good luck. Because it's not gonna pay you a lot. Now you're gonna see some money that you probably never seen before. Like you probably see $500 per book or something like that, depending on what the page rate is. But then you gotta think about taxes. They take out for taxes. They don't give you benefits. You don't get 401k. You don't get life insurance unless you like, you part of like some type of president of the company or something like that, or CEO, or executive production team editor or some shit. Then you probably see something like that. But as just an artist, no, you're not gonna get none of that. You're not gonna get none of that. That's something you gotta get on your own. That means you gotta get your own health insurance. You got your own life insurance. See what I'm saying? That stuff you gotta get on your own. They don't pay you that. Alright? But what I'm saying is, when you telling people what you love to do, they're not going to understand it. They're not. As much as you love doing it, they still just not going to get it. They're not going to get that you can't go party. You can't go to that event today. You can't go to the high school reunion. Like today, I had a high school reunion. I had so many people hitting me up. Ray, you coming to the high school reunion today? Today, it was Julian High School reunion here in Chicago. I went to Julian High School. Today was a class of 97's reunion. I couldn't go. I couldn't make it. Why I couldn't make it? I had to do finish up this Agent Solo script, which I'm on three more scripts to go to retweet. On top of that, I'm drawing other pages for issue 5. On top of that, I'm doing some other stuff, other projects I'm working on I can't even speak of until I'm comfortable enough to say that it's coming. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of work to do today, and I did a lot of content videos for YouTube for San Diego Comic-Con. Because I had fun doing that. I love looking at the comic conventions and the toys and what they got coming out and all that stuff. I love that. So I was a busy man today. And I didn't go. It was a sacrifice. Now, I could have easily went, enjoyed the day. You know what I'm saying? Got freshened up, got some, got the Julian 97 reunion t-shirt. Went up to the park. Then I went to the after party, which is at some club, but I didn't go. Why I didn't go? Because I had work to do. Money's to be made. Bills to be paid. Going to a high school reunion, sure ain't gonna get laid. Let's see how I run with that. Because it's the truth. It's the truth. This is my job. Not waking up 9 to 5 going to Target or going to Sam's Club working as a cashier anymore. This is what I do. This is, and people will never understand that. They're not going to understand. They were like, man, I'm quite, when I said I wasn't going to go, they was like, you sure, man? It's going to be like, oh, man, look. It'll be another reunion. When I'm out and about, I'm quite sure I bumped to some people I went to school with, but I wasn't really all that like high school spirit. See what I'm saying? I ain't have, you had your friends here and there in high school. Only had like 2 close friends that I still talk to, but I wasn't like in everybody's face in high school. I wasn't the like just the known. See what I'm saying? Because when I was an artist, some people still didn't know what I drew or not. They didn't know. I was really kind of like an introvert type of kid, teenager. Now, don't get me wrong, someone wanted to test me and fight. I mean, you best believe these fists was going. And my mom had to come to that school all the time. I was doing Saturday detention. Because, when you mess with the quiet kids, you're going to get what you're looking for. But in the end, I was asked to come to the reunion. I wasn't going, man. I had work to do. Now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that I stuck to my principles. My priorities are getting my work done. So I'm able to, if I wanted to go to a convention next year, I can, because I have something new to offer. Instead of just going to these conventions and pumping out the same books I didn't been pumping out since last year and the year before. I had work to do, man. This is what I do. I love creating comic books. It's my passion. It's my career. This is what I do. I wake up every day and punch in on that drawing table and I'm drawing. Or if not, I'm working on the laptop. I'm writing now. People would never understand this. They would never understand it. They just think, oh, you just draw all day. You can do other things. They don't get it. They don't get it. They just don't get it. You try doing a 40-page comic book. On top of that, you're writing it, and you gotta ink it after you done pencil it. Then you gotta do some editing because certain pages don't flow right, and you gotta redraw that shit. It's not a cakewalk. People think what I'm doing is a cakewalk. It's not a cakewalk. Drawing comic books is hard as shit. It's not easy. People be thinking I could just stop what I'm doing and attend to them and entertain them. I can't do that. It's just not going to happen. This is what you got to understand. You're going to have to make sacrifices. You're going to get people who look at you sideways and think that you're crazy for doing this. Oh man, he 40, 50 years old, man. He's sitting on just drawing superheroes all day. They don't get it. They would never get it. They say they get it, but they don't. They would never get it. When you post your work, you're going to see who like it, and you're going to see who really don't, who just don't rock with you like that. 9 out of 10 will always be the strangers that always support. Then the person you've been knowing for decades. All your family members too. People just don't understand what you're doing. They don't understand that this is a passion of yours. They're not. You can explain this to them over and over about it. They still not gonna understand it. When they call you and you just can't talk right now because while you're in the zone trying to get this page done, you're not trying to talk. You're not trying to worry about some celebrity or who said what or what rapper got beef for who and all that. You don't care about it. You're not going to care about none of that because you're going to be so focused on trying to get that page done. And what they're going to do, they're going to think something wrong. Man, you ain't got time to talk. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to want you can't entertain. Everybody going to want you to entertain them. You can't entertain everyone, man. And they're not going to understand what you got going on. They're just not going to understand it. And then when you do show the process that it's done, all they're going to do is tell you is, man, that's good. You want to kick it tonight, man? Want to go to this club? I'm telling you this because I'm telling you by experience. This is all what happened to me. Because once you get that first book done, you're going to feel so good. But guess what? Now you got to do the second book. Then after the second book, then you got to do the third book. And on top of that, it's a challenge because now that first book was good. Now you got to make that second book good as the first book. Then you got to make the third book better than the second book. It's a challenge, just like a ping pong. And on top of that, you're writing. You start to get better at your writing because now you start to understand your characters. You start to understand how to tell stories and how to make the story like connect the dots and all that stuff. You start to get good at that. But once you lose focus, man, you get distracted by, going to a club and all that. You're going to get easily distracted. You're going to forget what you had going on. You're going to forget that move, that vibe you had going on. Because now you done got distracted. Because why? People got you thinking what you doing ain't important. This is important. Going out and chasing women and drinking and going to all these all-white parties. Us black folks, we do this thing called all-white. Dress all in white. It's all called all-white party, all right? So that's what I'm talking about. When nobody think, oh man, you talking about some racist shit. No, it's called all-white party. Something that us black folks do. But in people are not going to take you seriously because they're going to say this is what you should be doing instead of what you're doing at home. That ain't nothing gonna happen with that. This is like this adult stuff right here, man. This is what you should be doing. No, you don't. And that all you doing is that ain't nothing but some trouble and a bunch of mess. The people that you don't even care for like that. Don't even care about you or what you got going on. Let me tell you something, man. When I first got my first book done, which is the Age Solar One Shot, I felt so good. And that success, it just felt so good, man. It shut all those people up that was telling me that I was wasting my time. It shut their ass up. It really did. Next you know, they was in my DM. Oh, how can I get my friend's son to get with you so you can put him on what? I'm like, no, I don't do that. I'm focused on me. I'm focused on Raymond right now. Rappers too, they hit me up. Yo, man, yeah, I like what you doing, man. I got this book I want to be done. Yeah, but guess what? I can't do it right now. I'm focused on me. Cause ain't want nobody checking for me at first until they seen I start succeeding. Then all of a sudden they wanted to hit me up in the DMs. Didn't even believe what I was doing. But as soon as I hit that success and I hit up and start running, winning, next you know everybody want to jump on the train. Want to stop you, just want to derail me from what I'm doing. Yes, I'm 47 years old. Yes, I create comic books. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what I do. I ain't gotta go to another 9 to 5 worrying about some job, some boss, bully ass woman. Because the reason I'm saying this because when I work retail, I deal with a lot of bully black women. That was straight bullies. Breathing down in there, talking crazy to you. If you don't do what they tell you to do, they're gonna report you to corporate or threaten you gonna lose a job. If you don't do it their way, man, look, I deal with a lot of BS when I work in retail hell. I keep it real. I'm keeping it real as it get. Real as it get. And when I kept taking that abuse, man, I said, no more. I'm going to take my ass home. I'm going to take a shower. And I'm going to work on the page. It wasn't no going to sleep that fast. I took all that frustration out and I put it on the paper. I put it through my artwork. I made up my mind that I was not going to stay up in a 9 to 5 and be unhappy and be stressed out because some jackass want to be a bully and want to just take advantage of how kind you are because they know you're not going to say nothing back to them and they just treat you any type of way. They know you need the money and they just figure they can just talk to you any type of way. I wanted to get the hell away from that because I know I was better than that. I know God gave me some talent I was born with. I was born with raw talent. But enough to make the talent better, you gotta practice. Just like a basketball player. You gotta practice like how they practice with their jump shots. You gotta be practicing on your hands, your feet, your face, your body, your anatomy, all that. That's practice. And that's what I did. I had to sacrifice. No, I could not hang out with my friends no more. I couldn't just be girl chasing girls down anymore on a Saturday and Friday night. I put it all on my work because this is what I wanted to do. And I knew that was going to be hard doing this. Did my dream job working at Marvel happen? No. Did my dream job happen working at DC happen? No. So what I did, I made my own shit, put it out there, and I had to put my name out there, then that's where everybody took wind of who I was. That opened up other doors. Am I a rich man? Yeah. No. Am I living better though? Yes. Why? Because I sacrificed. I didn't buy into what people was telling me. Oh man, you getting too old, man. You drawing them comic books, man. That's for them young boys, you know what I'm saying? All that bullshit, man. If I would listen to that, man, I'd be flipping burgers again. I still be flipping burgers some damn well. Or at some damn restaurant, or some damn rinky-dink ass retail store, feeling unhappy about myself and hate myself that I'm working here. If only if I was fool enough to listen to that. But I didn't. Just because you old, man, like you feel like because you old now, that your dreams is just wasted. Now it's just over. No, it's not. Depending on what you're trying to do. No, it's not. You still can better yourself regardless of whatever type of dream you had, but at least you still can better yourself. You see what I'm saying? Man, I just had to make this video because this was in my chest. And I see this happening to a lot of artists who have dreams like me, who want to make their own comic book, but they feel like, man, I'm too old, I can't do it. And I would get comments like that when I post something, and it's like the roll together, get in there, oh man, you living a dream, it's too late for me, man, I'm old now. I'm like, what? No, it's not. All you gotta do is sit down and just make the book, man. And you could be living a dream too, because all you're doing is making a comic book. I'm not acting like I didn't say I was a celebrity. People be telling me this stuff. I'm not no celebrity. I just love creating comic books. I'm not rich. I'm not Bill Gates. I'm not none of that. I'm just a regular guy from Chicago on the South Side that love creating comic books and happen just to love talking to people and stuff and going to conventions and drawing original art sketches for people who love they got favorite characters. I've been doing that since grade school. Draw me Optimus Prime, draw me Leonardo. I'm doing that shit since grade school and getting in trouble for the shit. I remember that too, man. Man, be middle class from up here drawing Spectre Man for someone. All I'm telling you is, don't be ashamed of what you're doing. That you don't want to tell no one. Don't be ashamed, man. Be proud of what you're doing. Be proud of if you love art. I don't care if it's African art, science art, whatever type of art. There's all type of art out here. If you're still trying to pursue your dreams, still do it. But all I'm telling you is, you gotta make some sacrifices. You can't be kicking it with your friends that come back home, then you slacking off. You couldn't even get nothing you had planned. That's all I'm saying. And I hope this video motivated you. I hope it inspires you. I just hope it make you just think, man, and just understand what's going on here in the real world we living in. We're living in crazy times now. People are losing their jobs without even getting noticed, without even getting a notice. Just coming to work, next you know they just found out they fired. We're living in tough times, but I am very grateful. And I pray every day I get up and I thank God for I'm able to do this. That I'm able to make a living off my comic books. That I'm able to get up in the morning and draw wherever I please. It could be upstairs in this living room here, or it could be in my studio, my drawing studio. It could be upstairs where I call it the quiet room, when you got a TV in there and just look at movies like a theater movie, It gets different things in different rooms of the house. Yeah. So I draw anywhere I want to draw, or I write in certain places, you know. I can do whatever. I ain't got to worry about asking, oh, can I go to the bathroom? I got to go to the bathroom. They telling you, no, you got to get this line down first. All that crazy stuff. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that no more. All I'm telling you is, don't let nobody shame you for what you got going on. Don't let nobody shame you, man. I don't care if you still want to rap, man, go ahead, knock it out, do what you got to do. All I'm saying is, don't let people sidetrack you from doing what you got to do. But I'm talking to you artists out there that's like me, that's inspiring and trying to be like me. You got to understand, people are not going to stand what you are doing. They telling you that they do because they don't want to hurt your feelings, but they just don't, man. It's just part of life. It's nothing that's somebody in your control. You can't convince people to understand. They're just not going to, they are just made up their mind already. All you gotta do is just do you, and it's gonna show. So the work is gonna talk for itself without you even gotta say anything. Cause then they gonna see that shit. I'm like, oh man, he really doing it, man. You see what he got going on, man? He going to the conventions, man, and he going to these shows and posting pictures and people buying the books, and he happy, they happy. The work speaks for itself. You ain't gotta even say nothing. The one you do the posting and people buying the books and you having a good time at these conventions, it's already speaking. You're done enough. You have shut up the haters. You feel what I'm saying? That's all. Look, I got so much to do, man, but I had to drop this video today, so it might be up Sunday. I'm gonna still do some more reaction videos San Diego Comic-Con. I wanted to do the X-Men one, because man, the X-Men 97 line is going crazy right now. And might do a review about the Fantastic Four. I love the Fantastic Four movie. That was a phenomenal. Like, I love Superman. So it's a win-win for superhero movies. I'm glad both movies are succeeding. I'm not gonna be one of them content creators faking the hate, just saying the movie is bad just to get views. I'm not doing it. Like I said, I make these YouTube videos for therapy, man. I just love making YouTube videos and speaking my mind. You know, I'm not on here trying to chase a bag and and fake like I'm rich or all this stupid shit going on YouTube. I'm not doing it. I'm just being Raymond. All right. So anyway, more videos coming, guys. If you're new to this channel, what you waiting for? Everything's free. You ain't gotta pay nothing. You click on that like button. You click on that bell. You get notifications every time I post new videos like this. You get notified. Also, leave your comments, because the comments help. It's helping to grow this channel. We have 14,445. We're almost close to getting 15K. The ultimate goal is getting to 20K. And all it takes, real subscribers that love my content. Alright? Just want to let y'all know about that. Y'all take care, man. Don't let nobody shame you or feel like what you doing you ain't going nowhere. Man, stick to your dreams. Alright? Random out. Y'all take care. Holla at y'all again. Next video. If you're a fan of 90 comics, Image Comics, Extreme Comics, that Rob Liefeld style comics, this comic Agent Solo issue 4 dropping in the fall by me, creator, artist, writer, Raymond Leonard. And guess what? You're going to want to be a part of this, so don't miss out. Agent Solo, 40 pages of full color action coming to you soon. Be there.